Krishna, Stories for the Airwaves. 1. The Broken Piano. The sorrow that called Krishna to the apartment was not loud, it was the crushing weight of silence. It felt like cotton pressing against the heart, tasting of dust and stale air. Inside, 5-year-old Maya sat cross-legged on the threadbare carpet. Her tiny fingers traced the keys of a discarded, chipped toy piano, a thing incapable of making music. Her father sat mere feet away, bathed in the synthetic blue light of his gaming screen, his presence a void of neglect. He was there, but he was gone. Krishna watched the black smoke rise from him. It was thick, sluggish, and smelled of energy drinks and bitter apathy. This smoke was the cumulative refusal to see, to hear, to parent. With a deep, silent intake, Krishna consumed it all, leaving the father's eyes wide and vacant, unnervingly clean. Maya was scooped up and held, her small, silent sorrow absorbed into Krishna's dark grace. The next morning, Krishna returned Maya. The apartment was exactly the same, yet fundamentally shifted. The father was still on the floor, but the screen was dark. He was hunched over the broken piano. His hands, usually flying across a controller, were clumsy as he worked to mend the small plastic instrument. He wasn't playing, he was simply focused on making the toy whole again. When Maya's small shadow crossed the threshold, he didn't look up immediately. Instead, a single, deep breath escaped him, and he gently placed a working key back into the slot, a new, clean purpose guiding his hands. 2. The Invisible Boy. The sorrow of isolation is a cold thing. It has the metallic taste of a forced silence, the feeling of brittle, breakable glass. 10-year-old Sam was made to stand facing the beige corner of the dining room, a punishment his mother called being invisible. Hours had passed. The mother, a picture of frigid control, moved around the kitchen, her passive cruelty radiating like an invisible frost. Sam was suffering the exquisite torture of feeling his own reality fade. Krishna approached the mother first, drawn to the core of her toxicity. The black smoke she pulled from the woman was like frozen tar, dense with self-denial and emotional unavailability. It was the refusal to acknowledge her own wounds, which she projected onto her child. Krishna took the burden, a momentary shudder passing through her frame. When Sam was brought back the following evening, the change was subtle but seismic. The mother was still quiet, her movements deliberate, but her eyes held a strange, unsettling clarity. Sam began his accustomed shuffle past the dining room corner, his head low. As he went, the mother's hand shot out. It wasn't a grab, it was an instinctive, hesitant gesture. She placed a surprisingly warm, firm hand on his shoulder, holding him still for just a second. It was the first physical, conscious acknowledgement of his presence in months, a fragile, but undeniable breakthrough.